So hello everyone. In this video, I'm gonna create a React application. So in that application, I'm gonna make a counter application where I can increase and decrease the counter just by giving it two buttons of that. So this is the sandbox template which I have created, and inside it, I'm gonna write my code. So there is a components folder, and inside the component folder, so I'm gonna make counter.tsx file, and I'm gonna make a component here. The name of the component is counter, and inside this component I can write my logic, and I'm gonna do export default counter, and I have to import my counter here since this is the React application, and React is a library where everything comes in a single page. So whatever I will put here inside my app.tsx will be rendered. So I'm gonna put here counter, which I have just created like that, and okay, and now I have to import it because it's not taking it by itself. I have to, okay, counter from components and counter. So it will get me counter here. Okay, I'm having, okay, let me reload it so it will remove the error. Yeah, all right. Okay, so now I can write my logic here. So I'm gonna make a count, set count, and I'm gonna use a hook which is use state. So what is use state? Use state is a hook provided from the React, and with the help of this hook we are able to change the state of any prop, any element. So I have to import it in order to use it. I'm gonna import it from use state from React like that. Okay, so I have imported it, and I'm gonna write a return condition here, and inside return I'm gonna write a h1 tag counter, and inside this counter I'll put count, which is this variable. So let me take a brief introduction to the use state. So use state is a hook which is responsible to change the state. So you cannot change the state inside the React application by using any variable, and if you have to access any node from the DOM, then you have to use any state management hook like use state, use reducer. And now I'm using use state, and whatever the initial value I provide between these parentheses will get into this count. So this count variable is holding this number. So if I put here count, it will show here 0 because I have put here 0, and if I make it 10, it will show 10 there. So initially I'm gonna write here 0, and now I'm gonna put a button which is gonna add, and I'm gonna put another button which is gonna reduce. So I have created two buttons. So with the help of this button I will be able to increment the count, and with the help of the second button I will be able to decrement the count. And to do that I have to okay, so I have to make a on click event handler, and I'm gonna pass here a function which is handle click, and I'm gonna write the function here handle click, and I can write the real logic here. So how it could be, let me show you. Okay, wait a moment. So I have to make it inside the arrow function, so that way it will not call itself. And now I can pass the e plus 1 and okay, all right. Okay, so I was doing some mistake, so it is supposed to be like 1, and here it will be minus 1. And okay, so now I think there is no any issue with this syntax error. Okay, so I have to get the num here, and I have to decide what kind of value it is, so it is a number. And now if I have to change the state of the count, so I can only use this second variable. So this is a dispatch function, as you can see here. So I cannot change the count directly. I have to use this set count, which is a dispatcher function provided from the React, and with the help of this we are able to change our count. And I'm gonna take 3, and this will plus 1. So okay, so num, right. So let's see if this is gonna work. So while I'm clicking on add, this is adding, and while I'm clicking on reduce, this is reducing. So yeah, it's working fine. And if I reload it, all the errors which was there inside the console got removed, and now my application is working fine. So yeah, thank you for watching.